It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Wait, 20. Check right, 11. Too low, check 13. Check 13. Check nickel.
The first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Oh, sugar. Deuce.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Right side, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the Eagles' 31-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Hey, check Mike. Rip. Cover.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Check 3.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Check 43. Shit. Check the reload.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Take him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And it's 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A quick throw by Brady complete. And he takes it in in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown, LA.
From 4 yards out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Chargers 7, Eagles 0.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event,
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. 77 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Team's had it. Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Give to Cook out of the gun. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing again. Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, so I was going to run out all that skills in that position. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A gain of 2.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Allen has it, left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Hey, check Michael. Hey,
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to get this one down to Cook. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the close fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Running for it, here's Cook. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times, you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Check Michael out. Check Michael out. Hey, go 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Complete.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
13 yards. First down, Chargers.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, Brady. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
To throw again. Brady eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Brady. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Eventually able to knock this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. On the jump. 56, Mike, 56. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south. 56 to Mike. 53. Mike. 3. Here it comes. Here it comes. Mike 50.
On first down, Hurts. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Not today, you are. Not today.
Here's Hurts to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 41. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Mike 35, Mike 35. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me. Alabama.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Solo out there, check the outs out there. Hey, we got 3 down. Mike 35, Mike 35. Let's get the ball. 35's the ball. Bandit.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That'll be complete to Cook. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And 2 at the 11-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Sugar. Hey, check my
Operating from the gun, Brady.
That's gonna be a long.
And he's gonna go down. He's sacked back in the 24. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
3rd and long.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first, this from 41. Badgley able to punch this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up.
The onside kick.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was tackled.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
56 to Mike. 56.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They'll give this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 6.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Let's get it. 56. Mike, 56 right there. 19 Lions.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Comes at 1, and it's Brady. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Check 31, check 31. Mike 35. Regular.
From the gun, Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Quarterback, don't get nervous, man.
Throwing again, Brady.
Don't get nervous.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 11 yards there, first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Y'all playing the wrong. SOS. Banjo.
Brady now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said at the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. On the ground, it's Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Here we go. Check and reload.
On play action, now Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Now Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. And now they're in that 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that one could be important, as that makes this a 16-point lead.
The score, Chargers 23, Eagles 7. Mike Badgley to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephants?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
56 is the mic. Man out, man out, man out. Ready, go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Check, check, check.
Throwing is Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Wait, that. Wait, easy.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. 72.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, check Michael out. Check Michael out. I'm going to run you over.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
The 47-yard line.
Cougar 19, 6, all day, punt, 25, check 25.
Hurts. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
10-yard loss on the play.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one's over.